Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Quentin. I had a thought, just want to share it with you as well. It's something that's helping me, and as always, I'm sharing it because I hope it helps you also. This time, actually, come out of the book of Luke, chapter 19. It's an interesting story, and about Zacchaeus. And it's a couple verses, so just stick with me to read through it. But it's 19 and verse 1, and it says, "And Jesus entered and passed through Jericho, and behold, there was a man named Zacchaeus, which was chief among the publicans, and he was rich. And he sought to see Jesus, who he was, and could not for the press, because he was little of stature. And he ran before and climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him, for he was to pass that way. And when Jesus came to the place, he looked up, and he saw, and said unto him, Zacchaeus, make haste and come down, for today I must abide at thy house. And he made haste and came down and received him joyfully. And when they saw it, they all murmured, saying that he was gone to be a guest with the man that is a sinner." When I read this, the thought that comes to my mind is positioning, but really also submission. And I know it's weird just thinking about this story in the context of it. You have this man Zacchaeus, who's a short man. It says he's short in stature, and he works so hard to climb up in the tree, and all of a sudden, because he's up in the tree, and I guess he's high above. The Bible said that Jesus looked up and saw him and said, Zacchaeus, make haste, come down and stay at your house. And it's just weird. You think that out of all the people in the crowd, why would God pick him? And this man who has this reputation of, yes, he was rich, he was a publican, but everybody said he was a sinner. Why would Jesus just single him out? Well, in the next verse it says, and Zacchaeus began to explain to Jesus, he said, everything that I have, I gave half of it to the poor. And if I ever took anything basically falsely from somebody, a false accusation, I repaid them back 4 times as much. So what are you saying? Zacchaeus had already submitted himself spiritually to Christ, to his way. Even though everybody around him were judging him and saying that, he's a sinner and knew all about his past, Jesus looked at him and already saw that he had made a change in his future. It reminds me of the verse we talk about in the Old Testament. God is saying, man looks at the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart. Jesus read them and already knew that on the inside, this man had already submitted. And that's what I'm saying about submission, is the fact that when we submit our lives and we submit ourselves to Christ and submit our ways to him, to do things his way and not our own way, God recognizes that. Even if nobody else around you recognizes it, God recognizes that. And that's what happened with Zacchaeus. He's up in the tree. If anything, you would think he's physically out of position because that he's in the tree. He shouldn't be. It just looks awkward for someone to be climbing the tree. And at the same time, his reputation says contrary to him being a good person. But on the inside, he was all right. And that's what's important, that we take the time to get our hearts right with God. And with everything that was going on and all the temptation to try to do things our own way, and really, that's the main thing. It may not seem desperately sinful, but sometimes we just want to do things our own way, and God says, no, I have a better way. And think about that. When Zacchaeus submitted his ways to Christ before he said anything to anybody else or anything to Christ, God already recognized it and said, that's the place I want to be. That's the place we want to be. Where God recognizes already the inner workings on the inside of us and said, now that's where I want to be. I want to come and stay with you. So again, that's been something that's been helping me. I hope it helps you. Till next time, God bless.